Chess fans, hello and welcome to the San Diego Surfers YouTube channel. I'm going to be playing Title Tuesday starting in 7 minutes, and I'll be doing live commentary during the game. Where are my manners? I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm International Master Keaton Kiewra, here, happy to be here with you guys. So let me just check and make sure that this stream's going okay. Okay, sounds like everything's good. Just started a little bit early here so that we can make sure that everything's good with the mechanics. All right, seems like everything's good. So here we are, chess.com, Title Tuesday, and there's some really strong players playing today. The top player, it looks like, is from Cuba, GM Dominguez, a former top 10 in the world. And then below him, tennis master, I guess he plays a pretty mean tennis game, this Grandmaster Yuzhny Quesada. Really good, another strong Cuban player. And then here we have Tigran El Petrosian, who won both the National Open in Las Vegas and the World Open in Philadelphia outright. It's unheard of to win those tournaments outright. He didn't even tie with anyone. And he's the 5th ranked player here in this tournament. Let's see, little old me down here at number 71 right now. So this tournament's pretty loaded, but we're going to do better than that today. I have a good feeling. Got to bounce back after a bad tournament this weekend. So let me just announce this on Facebook real quick, and we'll be good to go. Tournament starting in 5 minutes. All right, I believe everything is a go. All right, tournament starting in 3 minutes. I wonder if we'll get paired up or down in the first round. Looks like down because there's 180 people. And so this is a very prestigious Blitz tournament. Everyone playing in this tournament has to be titled. That means they have to be at least a national master. And as you can imagine, there's just loads of IMs and GMs playing this tournament. It's extremely strong. It might be a little bit weaker at the top today than some other months because of the World Cup is going on right now. So some of the very best players in the world, like Nakamura, who usually plays this tournament, or Carlsen sometimes plays this tournament, they might not be able to play because of their World Cup schedule. But still, a lot of strong GMs and probably some sub 10 players in the world are going to be here. And so the time control is 3 minutes with a 2-second increment. So every time you make a move, you get 2 seconds back. A lot more of a fever pitch than the Pro Chess League time control the San Diego Surfers usually play, which is 15 minutes with a 2-second increment. And even that feels really intense. But of course, a lot more on the line during those matches. This is more for fun and for training. You know, a good opportunity to get to test my mettle against some really good players if I play well. And there is a prize, but it's very difficult to do well enough to win the prize. You have to pretty much sweep through it. So this is a 10-round tournament, and it starts in 1 minute. So I'm all registered. My game should start automatically. I think I'm going to try to start out playing pretty solid. I didn't seem to be in great form this last weekend, so just going to play solid, let my opponents make the mistakes, let them come to me. So it's not a great weekend. Not only did I have a lousy tournament, but Florida State lost to Alabama. Not only that, but their starting quarterback got knocked out for the season. All right, we're started. So, all right, playing white, let's go d4. This guy's a candidate master from the Netherlands. And apparently his connection's a little bit unstable. That could come back to haunt him. All right, let's play the Trompowski. Gotta get these people out of their theory, start making them think. So I'll go knight d2 here. And e3, support the pawn. Okay, bishop e7. Alright, let's go bishop d3. He still hasn't really declared how he wants to play. I'll probably play c3 too pretty soon. Maybe I should have played c3 last move, because I guess here he can trade on d4 and play queen b6. And then, okay, anyway, he's playing with d6. Alright, I'll still go c3. He's probably going to go for like a hedgehog kind of setup, where he trades on d4 and puts the pawns on a6, b6. A lot of times that's what people like to do here. Now, sometimes I like to play f4 in these positions when the black pawn's on d5, but since the pawn's on d6, that doesn't make any sense. The plan here is going to be to play later for e4 and try to take over the center. So I just want to prepare that a little better. This guy's really taking his time establishing his structure. So here I think I can play e4, because if he trades and plays knight b4, then I can play bishop b1. That's why I put the rook on c1. So now I think it's a good time to start taking some space in the center. And putting the rook on e1 would probably be a good idea too, because I guess he can... okay, in these positions, what's good to do is to trade. And then actually, white wants to try to trade off the light square bishops and trade the dark square bishop for a knight, and then play some position. Now, interesting, he took with the knight. Okay, well, still I'm going to trade. I want to try to create some kind of position with a good knight against a bad bishop. So, like, my plan here is to play probably a rook on d1, and then in some positions play bishop a6 and trade the bishop. So that's what I'm going to get started with. And then a trade that seems somewhat surprising here. I'm actually going to take his knight, and then I'm going to play bishop a6. And what I'm playing for is a good knight versus bad bishop imbalance. So my plan is to maneuver the knight to d5 via like c4 and e3. And then my knight will be dominant over his bishop. And once I can prove that my knight's better than his bishop, then I should be in good shape. Now he's playing smart. He's trying to avoid the trade. Okay, let's play around a little bit and see what he does. Alright, you can always repeat some moves. I'm not going to agree to a draw here. So my plan is to try to maneuver my knight to d5. He might want to play for f5. I'm not sure. It's hard to go to e3 with my knight because my e4 pawn hangs. So I'm just going to put my bishop on c4 for now, where it's going to be a little more relevant. I can put my bishop on d5 and insist on that trade a little bit more, although the character of the trade will be a little bit different there, because I'll be forced to, at some point, capture the pawn on d5, which will change the structure. And I'm not sure that it really changes the structure in a way that's favorable for me. So I don't like that move h6, because what that allows me to do is go f3 and knight e3 without having to fear bishop h6. And I definitely want the knight on e3. See, I don't think black really wants to be pushing on the king side here. I'm not sure that that's a very wise plan. Now I'm ready to stick a piece on d5, and I could even stick the knight on d5 too. And if we trade, it's a favorable opposite color bishops for white. But I think I probably want to start by putting the bishop on d5 since that trade is so favorable. Alright, so here I'm going to go ahead and try to make this trade. If he moves his bishop back somewhere, then I'll move my bishop back and probably stick my knight onto d5. Alright, that's fine then. This guy's playing hardball, so the knight's coming into d5. That's what he gets. Which way do we want to take? So the bishop. Position is pretty equal. I'm going to try to push a little bit on the queen side. I mean, white's maybe a little bit better, but because I have a better bishop, but it's really not a very serious advantage. Alright, let's see if I go in with the queen. This guy's playing very sound. I'm going to double rooks on the d file. He might want to play f5, try to create a little counterplay. My idea sometimes is to play b4 and make some weaknesses for him. He is getting low on time, and that's a little bit of a problem for him. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play b4 and open up some space on the queen side. It's annoying that I can't play rook c1 because of his bishop, but I guess I can play rook c3 and control that space over there. Yeah, h4 is a good move. I'm going to play a5 and try to create some weaknesses. Okay, g3. Try to keep my king side safe. Alright, fall back with the queen. Guess I don't need a rook on the d file right now since the bishop's locking it up. I'd offer a trade of queens. Oh, that was a blunder. He missed it. He could have traded and played bishop d2. Alright, I'll bring my queen back around this one. Rook c6, I guess I can play at the right time. At least my pawn on a6 is pretty strong. Oh wow, an exchange sacrifice. That's interesting. Alright. Well, I have time. I can think here a little bit. We have an extra exchange, but risky position. The king is open. His pawn on h3 is very dangerous, so definitely have to play well here. I don't really... I guess he wants to go rook d2, doesn't he? That's his main threat. So what's the best way to play here? Maybe rook c2. Start covering everything. Alright, what does he want? Here, I don't think he wants rook d2, so maybe rook e1. Okay. I guess king f1, I'm not sure. King f1 and king h1. They both feel a little uncomfortable. I guess I'll go here. Alright, he's playing for prophylaxis. Let's put some pressure on his rook. Right. Alright, now he's on my f3 pawn, so I have to be careful. Go queen g4. Just a second, exchange back, maybe. Can I play for mate? I guess I should start by playing the hold the pawn. Two. And just blunders the pawn now. Alright, let's protect everything and queen that A pawn and call it a day. It's been a very tough game. I think it's over now. But it's just the state of chess right now. Everyone's a good player. This guy missed some opportunities. But this game's over now. He can't stop the pawn. But the one opportunity that I can really think of that he missed was when I played queen b4 and proposed a queen trade. He could have, what move was that? 42. He could have traded the queens and played bishop d2, and he's going to win in exchange. I mean, it's still, the position's not over, but I think I'd rather have black with the extra exchange. So that was a blunder. I saw it right away as soon as I made it. But he was really focused on playing fast, and so he missed that. So let's see what's going on in some of the other games right now. So here's Tigran El Petrosian. He's playing black when he just won by time. Maybe White's rook is trapped, but how does black win the rook? I'm not sure. I don't know why White didn't just play like king d5. Still looks very unclear to me. What other games are there? Okay, the round's almost finished, so the second round is going to start here very soon. So, I don't think this is the real Wei Yi who's playing this game. Because Wei Yi, he actually tied his match with Sambuev in the World Cup. He lost the World Cup first round to Sambuev in a brilliant game, and then he won the second one, so he tied. So I think he would be playing a playoff with Sambuev today to see who moves on. But I think White has this under control. Wow, this guy's showing awful sportsmanship. Not only is he playing this position on instead of resigning, but now it looks like he's going to let his time run out. That's just disgraceful. Not only that, but he's holding up the whole tournament by doing that. Really bad sportsmanship. Alright, next game should be starting. I think all the games are done. Oh, no, there's still one game. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. So Black's trying to hold a fortress in this endgame. Oh, and by the way, guys, this next game will be playing against a GM, no question. We'll be playing somebody really strong. I guess not necessarily a GM. It could be like a really high-rated IM, but we'll be playing up. We'll be playing someone higher rated. This looks like a draw. Doesn't seem like Black's going to have enough to win, unless White can create some kind of zugzwang. What I would do with White, stick the bishop on c7 so that it takes away that whole knight b8 idea. Because right now, black's just going to shuffle his knight. Yeah, you gotta stick that bishop on c7 so that he can't keep going back and forth. Because the only chance is to try to like trap the knight or force a zugzwang. But it doesn't look like white has spotted that idea yet. Yeah, okay, draw. Alright, next round should start. Alright, oh, Grandmaster Izoria. This is going to be fun. Oh, what should I play against this guy? Man, Izoria is so tough. Alright. Maybe. Alright, well then we'll play this. See, is he going to play a Philidor? Okay, it's actually like a perk. Well, let's play this line. This is a pretty fun line. I don't know if I'll remember all the theory, but I know we're supposed to try to play e5 pretty fast. I think e5 this next move. I don't think bishop g4. I haven't really seen that before. Alright, let's play e5. e5 is the main idea. He's probably going to go knight d7 back. Knight h5. Alright, what if we just play h3? I guess that does allow knight g3 in some positions. No, but he can't do that here. He'll take his bishop, and his knight's going to be too weird on h1. Okay, so if we go g4, what's his plan? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Oh, he just trades off. I actually didn't see that. Alright, let's take the rook. Alright, let's just go back, I think. We want to try to get castled on the queen side. So I'll play probably queen e2. Probably queen e2, because then the queen has a little more scope. I want to use the d file for the rook once we're castled queenside. We have more space, so black's under pressure to demonstrate something. How do we feel about opening his rook? I guess we're fine with that. Knight c6. So does he want to do some kind of exchange sacrifice? I guess we'll allow that if he wants to. Maybe take on f3 and then take on d4. But then we have queen f7 check, so it seems suspicious for him to do an exchange sacrifice here. Okay, I think we'll take with the pawn. I don't really want to offer a trade of rooks when we're not castled. Alright, so he's preventing castling. We could just leave our king in the center. I don't think it's that vulnerable. So let's just go ahead and stick the rook on d1 and then think about how we want to play here. Okay, this is an important position. Alright, let's go knight e4 and try to coordinate our knights. I don't think he can take on e5. Alright, so now I want to put some pressure on his bishop, probably. Bishop g3 could be fine also. Because we're not really threatening to take his bishop anyway, so I guess I'll just go here for right now. Okay, so he's keeping our knight out of c5, which makes sense. Alright, let's try to get our queen active and put him under some pressure, because if he goes queen b7, we should be able to play knight c5. So alright, he's going queen e8. He just wants to activate his rook, I guess. So let's think how we want to play against his pieces. Seems like bringing a knight into d4 is important, so let's go c3. I think at the right moment we want to try to put our king on e2, and then maybe put the knight on d4 in the right position. I worry a little bit about sometimes him grabbing the pawn on a2. I'm not sure if he can do it here because we played b3. But I might want to play b3 anyway, just so that he can't really take that pawn. This is a strange position. It's a little unstable for white, but I think it's okay. It's not real easy to find the key plan for black. And we're getting to the point where we're both going to be in some time pressure. Oh wow, okay. Well, yeah, let's take his bishop out. Knight 5. Alright, so he's offering a trade of queens and putting pressure on our b3 pawn. Maybe we give him a check and then play knight d4. Discard that pawn. d8. And that's a problem with our knight being pinned, it seems like. Yeah, he's able to capitalize because of the pin on our knight. So it feels like this position's probably lost. I think we have to go for this. Yep, that move kind of does everything, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's over. Yeah, Izoria really outplayed me there. Oh no, the openings seem promising, but it's never that easy to find a continuation. I don't think this bishop g4 is a great move for black. e5, h5. If I had it to do over, I think I would play queen d2 here, maybe. Actually, bishop d7 seems like it shouldn't be bad. This g4 might have been too much. Maybe bishop h4 here. No, but then he takes f4. Could play a move like king f2, although it looks a little bit risky. Because he can always strike with f6, something like that. I don't know, maybe the e5 is a little bit of an overextension. But I guess here queen d2 makes the most sense. Just get ready to castle queenside. And protect the f4 pawn. So like after queen d2, we're not worried about h6 or f6, because we can always just play bishop h4. And that should be okay. So yeah, maybe queen d2 is the best. Well, kind of disappointing game, but it's a long tournament. This next game we'll have to play black for sure. Alright, so let's see this game. Tigran El Petrosian's playing white against Frolic67. That's Nicky Rosenthal. Nicky Rosenthal got a lot of attention during the Pro Chess League this last season. He beat Maxime Bashir-Legrave, who's one of the top players in the world. And he beat me too in a really important game in the playoffs when the St. Louis Archbishops beat us just barely and knocked us out of the playoffs en route to their championship. So Michael Brown saying Izoria is a tough cookie. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's very tricky. He's hard to play against. This position looks lost for black because after the black rook moves, then bishop c4 check, forcing king h8, and then rook takes bishop mate. So I think black's lost here. Okay, but no, he's just going to win the rook. No chances here. Let's see what other games are going on. Here's Gadir Gusanov. He's one of the top players in the world. These guys are really low on time. Wow, so we've got pass pawn race on the opposite wing. Who's going to be faster here? This is a crazy position. Yeah, take the knight. It looks like maybe white's winning now. Yeah, white should be winning. Can march the c pawn. Knight c5. Oh, I just c7. He could have even played rook b3. He can play rook b3 here too, because he'll queen the pawn outright. What's he trying for? Well, this is not the clearest thing, because if the rook sacks for the pawn, the king and 3 pawns can still give white a lot of problems. They're very advanced pawns, so I feel like they should be winning, although I'm not 100% sure that it is, because the white king is very out of play. I don't know why he didn't play g4 there. Well, I guess he can still... he's playing this. He's playing quite strange. I don't know why he didn't leave all the pawns together. But even this could be hard for... I don't think white's winning here. h3 maybe? h3, h2. This seems like a strange one, because he's letting the knight back to that square, which I don't really know why he's doing that. But still, I feel like the white king is too far away for white to accomplish much. Although, no, I think he's winning now, because how is black going to make progress? See, the knight on g4 holds everything, so white can just bring the king back in now. So that's why I didn't like f3. f3 let that knight back in the game, and I think this is trouble now. I think this is lost now for black. White's going to eat all the pawns. To rook g2, because he's got the pawn. Stopped. Of course, I can see everything when I'm just watching the game, not playing it. It's a lot harder when you're actually playing the game. But yeah, rook g3, that's simple. Alright, only 2 games left. Okay, queen versus knight. I think it's safe to say that this one is winning. A couple of FIDE masters. King e7 zooms on. Haha, the guy offered a draw. We're seeing some great display of sportsmanship here. People offering a draw when they're lost, and people refusing to resign and playing out until checkmate, letting their time run out. This is the same guy, right? This is the guy who let his time run out last game. I can't root for people who act like that. I have to be rooting for black to win this end game. I'm not it seems like it should be a pretty good chance for white to have a fortress, since everything's on the same side of the board, but we'll see. Maybe black can pull it out. You never know in blitz. This seems very fortressable, though. Seems like it'd be a repetition at this point. It's threatening to take on g3, so yeah, he has to play something like that. I don't think black can make any progress here. He can try to trade rooks, but I think even if he trades rooks, it'll be a draw. We're probably headed for a rook versus knight endgame. Well, I guess if black had got king f4, then rook f5 is made. Well, okay, now black can try to bring a rook to the f-file. You know, like rook a7, rook f7. Yeah, see, that's what he's trying. He can at least try to trade a pair of rooks. I don't know what was king f6. Oh my gosh. This is just game of the day. Yeah, no, that's a good point. Now they can play for 50 more moves. So this game could conceivably last over 200 moves. Could even go a lot longer than that because, you know, the white pawn can move now, so. Yeah, so Michael, I should introduce Michael Brown, good friend of mine, and he streams on this channel too. In fact, Michael did a video like this last month with his, when he played the title Tuesday, with some really good commentary, so you guys should definitely check that out. Michael's a very strong IM. He's almost a GM. He's over 2,500 FIDE. I don't know who's playing this position for a win anymore. This might be one of the longest games in Title Tuesday history. Oh, he hung the rook. Wow, black hung the rook. Maybe he meant to play rook g1. Hey, white missed it. Oh my goodness. What a game. Black just hung the rook on f1. The knight could have taken it. Oh my. What a good show. Yes, Louise. Oh no, white won the rook. Is this a draw or not? I think it's a draw because he can. It's hard to find shelter for the white king. If the position were just tweaked a little bit, this could be winning for white. But this is a draw because the white king has to go too far away from the checks. And then he's not going to be able to do anything. Yeah. Because the white king has to go all the way to the b file to get away from the checks. That's the problem. So this is a pretty dead draw. But I guess it's been a dead draw like ever since we've been watching. No, the rook f5 was... Okay, I guess it works because king j4, but he definitely could have checked first. Please capture the rook. No! No! Oh my gosh. Guys are gonna play for another 50. Okay, finally. Wow. Alright, next round should be starting. Alright, playing a FIDE Master, a high-rated FIDE Master from Russia. Alright, he played the English. Okay, let's put an F6. Alright, let's play like a Grunfeld. Queen A4 usually. Then we'll go bishop C6 and try to trade bishops. Okay. We'll just develop normally. Alright, I think I'm going to play for A6, B5 and try to take some space over there. If he trades, he can't take as we'll be hitting the queen and then his rook will be hanging. So he's got to move his queen away. And then either we can play b4 or we can take. We can think what to do. Alright, I think I'm going to take. Because then if he takes with a knight, that'll give us the b5 square for the bishop. Okay, d5, but he's actually not threatening to take our bishop because his pawn's pinned to his queen. So let's play e6 and try to chip away at that pawn. And try to create a little bit of a target. I guess, okay, castle, so we'll take that. And then how can we make progress? Because we can't play knight d7 or bishop hangs. So it's hard right now to get more attackers on that pawn. Alright, so I guess let's play bishop b7. So one idea we have here is to play c6 and put more pressure on that pawn. But now the pin is broken, so okay, let's just get our knight into the game. I guess knight takes a4 should probably be the best move for white. I don't know if we'll go knight e5. Alright, bishop e3 is interesting. I don't think we can really target d5 because he has it so well defended. So let's play for knight e5 and see what we can do here with our knights. Well, our knights have some good squares now. I guess if we attack his bishop, his plan is to play bishop d4. But I like the knight on c4 because then he can't really take with the queen on a4 because knight takes b2. So okay, he takes with the rook. Now we can always play knight b6 and keep pressure on his pawn. I think I'll do that. I guess he should play like rook b4 or something like that probably. Because we can't, well maybe in some positions we could take on d5 because I'm not worried about the pin. Yeah, see, why can't we take? Because we always have c6 to back it up. Unless queen b3 is killing us because that attacks our bishop. Alright, I need to calculate here. So if knight b takes d5, if he goes queen b3 and we play rook b8, then he might have some move like bishop a7. So okay, I'm going to play rook b8 first. And now I think we're threatening to take on d5. But he's not going to want to play queen b3 now with a rook on that file. Okay, so he goes queen d3. Alright, let's add an attacker and see what he does. Okay, normal move. Alright, let's go back. Okay. Here, I guess we can play queen d6. pretty safe square for a queen right now. This guy's very strong strategically. Alright, the rook has no point on the b file right now, so let's put another attacker on the d file. I like what we're doing holding the tension in this position. Maybe we can continue with like bishop c8, bishop f5. Interesting that he took. Alright, I'll take with the queen. Because if knight e4, I don't want to trade bishops. I want to try to hang on to the two bishops. So, wait, where's our queen? Can we take on b2, but then he takes on c7. Yeah, but why not? We take b2, he takes c7, and we take d5 with the bishop. He takes d5, we take d5. I think it should be okay. I don't see a problem here for us. Crazy position. Okay, g5. So if we move the bishop, he wants to take on d8. Alright, what if we attack two pieces? The rook and knight are both under attack. And he's low on time. That's what I thought was the best move. Alright, let's take it with the knight, I think. Interesting. Alright, I think our knight's in trouble, so let's take his knight. We're going to be up a pawn in this opposite colored bishops. Wait. What? Okay, there we go. Free rook. That's what happens when people get low on time. Alright, 2 out of 3 is not bad in this field. Other games are going on right now. Okay, let's check out Michael's game. So Michael Brown is playing Noki, one of the famous, or some people might say infamous, chess.com GMs. He's always playing 3-minute on chess.com. And, well, White's up a pawn, but White's position's a little bit scattered. Come on, Michael, you got this. We're rooting for you. White's trying to queen that b pawn. Threatening, okay. Very messy position. Oh, wait. No, I guess. Okay, targeting the yeah, but this isn't going to be enough to win, I don't think. Oh wow, Black's going to go rook b1, trying for a mate. White can just play g4 though. Okay. Yeah, I mean Black's not going to get them. Oh no, he blundered a mate. I think Michael's mistake was taking, he didn't need to take on f7 first. He could have just gone g4 right away, or he could have taken f7 with the other rook, because the problem was that he missed, I think, that the rook could come on the second rank to get mate. So if he just plays like rook from a takes, f7 check, king h6, g4, I don't think White can lose that position. Because then if he goes rook h1, king g2, rook g1, the king just pops out to f3. Oh, actually, Actually, maybe he can lose that because then takes on h3 with check. But then white still has that b pawn for black to worry about. But anyway, I mean that definitely shouldn't be a losable position. I have to offer Michael my condolences. So. A lot of the people still playing. Sochko is a pretty famous GM. Let's see what he's doing. Another rook endgame. White's pressing. Maybe he's pressing. Nah, rook takes h6. Black's never going to lose that. This is just a dead draw. Black doesn't even need to keep his f pawn. It's just a complete draw. It's getting dangerously close to not being a draw. In fact, I think it's not anymore. I think this might be winning for white. Black got very careless with his king. Let's check king e7, rook g8, and then he can try to advance the position. And there's no short side, long side here. Oh no, now it's definitely over. Rook e8 and just rook e2 back. Yeah, this is winning. Black messed up the defense. Just king h6, yeah. King g7 and g6. It's completely winning. Rook a6. Yeah, poor Black. He never should have lost this game. Okay. What else is going on? 2 games left. Let's see, Dobrov in action. Whoa! 2 knights against the queen. You wouldn't expect this. We saw a game earlier with 1 knight against a queen. I don't know why white offered a draw. That's kind of ridiculous. Of course black's going to try to win. I think this is supposed to be theoretically winning, although it's very hard to try to win this. Play maybe queen a6. Yeah, I think that's a good move. You have to see the knights are stuck, so you have to kind of play zugzwang against the king. You gotta try to run the king out of squares, and then maybe you can win one of the knights. It's hard though because those knights control so many important squares that black needs. Like it's very hard to bring the black king in. See, he's just losing contain on the white king here. Well, king d7 is risky. I don't know why he played king d7. He could have just played king c5 and run back to his knights where he's safe. He might be in trouble here. King e6 threatens mate. See, the moment the knights disconnect, I feel like he's in trouble. Oh, they just reconnected. What a funny position. But look, when the black king goes on g6, white's going to be in a world of hurt. So like if king g8, king g6, I guess there he can play king f8. And there's no mate, so maybe that's the key. King g8 here. But king g8, queen e7. King g8, queen e7, and then king h8, king g6 is winning. I think Sochko might be, or not Sochko, Dobrov might be lost here. Is he gonna flag? Wow, he gave up a knight. Well, now it's the endgame we saw before. Okay, that means the next round should start. Well, the games are over. Let's see who we get. Sebastian. This is one of the top players. Which one? Oh my gosh! GM Dominguez Perez, the top player in the whole tournament. Alright, this should be fun. Let's go get him. Alright, well I said how solid I was feeling, so I'm going to have to go with the Sicilian Dragon. One of the most solid openings in the history of chess. Let's see what this guy's got. Queen e1. Alright, I'll go e6. So, this is theory. Then Queen b8 should be the move. I studied this position a little bit. After my game with Sam Sevian. Against Sevian, I played Queen a5, and that turned out to not be the right move. So I think here we can give that knight the boot. Maybe take on e4. Let's see, why not? Okay. It's always a tough decision, the dragon, which way to capture here. So if we take with h, then queen h4 might mate us, huh? Queen h4, bishop h6 stuff. Of course, this creates some weaknesses, but I feel like this should be the better capture here. Yeah, if he's playing for queen h4, then we have to use this idea. Okay, how should we play this position? Well, let's try to get the queen in the game. It's kind of hard to play against such a well-prepared player in a blitz game, but at least I have a lot of dragon experience. Hopefully that'll tell. Sometimes we might want to play queen h5. Maybe here could we play queen h5 and go to the end game? Or does that fail? I guess queen h5 seems okay. I mean, the endgame might be worse for us, but I don't think he has anything better than the endgame here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the endgame is worse for black because bad pawns, but at least we have chances. So okay, let's push the pawn to e5 and let our bishop play a little bit. Okay. Playing here so that after he takes the pawn we can play bishop b7 and try for some activity. Alright, let's try to hold the pawn if he's not going to accept our generous offer. Okay, so I have to hop into here. Double threat, rook h7 and knight e8. Maybe we can break his coordination. Okay, it cost us a rook though. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Should probably resign. Yeah. Yeah, Dominguez, pretty strong player. So sure that maybe e5 was a mistake. Although this endgame is kind of gross. You know, white has a very strong knight in the center and active pieces, so somehow we needed to get something better than this endgame. But you got to hand it to Dominguez. He played very well for a blitz game. It's the thing about top-level GMs. Their level, you know, from a blitz game to a real game, it's not really that different. Only very minutely different. No. Okay, well, at the end of the day, I just need to study that line better. After queen b8, I'm used to people playing e takes d5. So I just need to study, you know, what to do after h5. Gotta look that up. Alright. Who else we have? Yakov Norwitz is interesting to watch. Let's check out his game. Yakov is another one of those kind of infamous players on chess.com. He definitely has a big fan base, but he also has people who are not a big fan, and that's because Yakov is a pure blitz player. So that means he has absolutely no problem with flagging his opponent in a dead drawn position. You know, he'll play rook against rook, queen against queen, whatever. Like any kind of position, he has no problem winning on time. Because he's not, you know, playing to try to, well, maybe he is, you know, to try to learn and get better, but he's clearly playing as a competition. You know, it's blitz and he wants to win the matches. And, you know, that rubs people the wrong way sometimes when, you know, when someone plays for time. But other people will say, you know, why not play for time? It's blitz. Time is a huge part of the game in blitz. Oh, and it looks like he's playing Kamsky. Is that Kamsky? Yeah, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. So it's Norwitz against Kamsky. Interesting matchup. Two very solid players. One thing about Yakov Norwitz, he knows his openings extremely well. He tends to play the same stuff, but he knows it very well, and he's very strong strategically. And Kamsky, well, he was a world championship contender against Karpov back in the day. This endgame seems very safe for white. It doesn't really feel like white has losing chances here. Although, you know, in blitz and playing against Kamsky, you certainly never know. Black king is very active now. I don't really think black has losing chances here either. He has a very solid position. I think black's trying to prove that maybe white's g4 pawn is a little bit weak. Since it's stuck on a light square. Yeah, I guess if anyone's playing for a win now, it's black. He's just a little bit more active. Knight f3 maybe? Yeah, that's what I expected. But it's still, the position still feels very drawish. Although white is worse by time, so that's a factor. He's quite significantly worse by time, so he's really going to have to play on that 2-second increment. But if anyone can do that, it's Yakov. He's extremely fast and used to blitz. But wow, it looks like he's in trouble though. He's going down a pawn because his bishop got trapped. So it looks like he still has some chances to make a fortress. Yeah, maybe. I guess he should make a fortress here. Like he'll play knight c3 and then b4, and that's a fortress. So black will only be able to win this position by zugzwang. He'll have to find some way to zugzwang the knight, and that won't be easy. This definitely feels like a draw. Like this would be pretty amazing for black to win this position. He's got all those targetable pawns on the light color now, so this seems to be headed for a draw. Yeah, there's no way black can win anymore because he can't break through on the king side. Yeah, I think they're going to agree to a draw here. Yep. Okay, who else we got here? Here's Nuki again. Who's he playing? Is this Rodrigo Vasquez? Yeah, Rodrigo Vasquez from Chile. Very strong blitz player. Good GM. Well, someone's winning here. Who is it? Vasquez won. He was black. Okay. Who else do we have? So here, this is Grandmaster Nikolai Chadeyev from Russia. And he's playing against the Spanish IM. I've actually played the Spanish IM before. Bengalis. I think I've played him before. Maybe in this tournament. Well, white appears to be up a rook. That is not good news for black. Black is quite toasted here. And queen trade. Yeah, Michael's commenting on how I got the worst pairings, how I played against Dominguez, but that's what I'm here for, you know? I'm here to play great players. I want that experience. It's what helps you to get better at chess. This guy Plady, I've played before. This is a grandmaster from Argentina. I have to remind myself his name. No, don't tell me. I think I know his name. Alan Pichot, I think is his name. Yeah, right. Yeah, I've played him in this tournament before. He's a strong player and a really good blitz player. Wow, he's on a score of only 1.5 out of 3. That surprises me. Oh, and he's losing this game too. He's definitely off form today. Usually he does very well. White's playing this position quite strange. It feels like White's the one playing for a draw, even though he should be pushing this for a win. I guess now this position's just a complete draw. But it's lost on me why White didn't try pushing his A-pawn sooner. It seemed like quite a convincing plan. But now it's too late. Black has a blockade, and this position's just a dead draw. I wonder if I'll play up or down this round. The last time on even score I played up, even though it was a FIDE master, it was someone rated like close to 2600. He had a beast rating for a FIDE master. But, alright guys, why are you even playing this position? I mean, White should just offer a draw here. He's obviously not trying to do anything. I mean, if White wanted to play for a win, he needed to push his A-pawn sooner. At this point, it's just a complete draw. Okay, guys, we do a draw. Maybe these guys don't know where the draw button is. Okay. I think we don't need to watch this game anymore. Do we have any other games going? Only one other game. Trade. This is Grandmaster Kritor. What's his name? Kritor Savag Mkhitaryan. I'm sure I butchered that name. Oh well, White is winning this game. Quite easily, I guess. Guy offered the draw. Playing for black. That's pretty ridiculous. Well, guys, I'm sorry to say we're seeing some pretty terrible displays of sportsmanship on this broadcast. Like, pretty much everything you're not supposed to do. Like, playing for a win too long, like in a completely dead draw in endgame. Offering a draw in a completely lost endgame. letting your time run when you're losing instead of resigning. We're just seeing it all today. I think at some point White's going to have to move his pawn, or it might become a 50 move rule. I mean, they've been playing for a long time. I wonder when the pawn was last moved, or a capture was made. He still hasn't moved that pawn. He better hurry. He keeps just messing around with his bishop, and he's not making any progress with that pawn. I wonder at what point it's going to be a 50 move rule. Oh, he finally moved the pawn. No 50 move. So he moved it on move 130. Let me go back and try to find the last capture or pawn move. 130. Go to move 80. Oh my gosh, on move 80, it's hard for me to scroll back there because it keeps jumping ahead. But on move 80, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Okay, someone made a queen, I think. Basically what I'm getting at, I think black could have claimed a draw. Oh, Michael said move 85 was the last move. Okay, so I guess it wasn't a draw, but still, white was only about 5 moves away from getting 50 move ruled in a completely winning endgame. I don't know why White played this so slowly. This really was quite a trivial ending for White to win. Oh, I thought he was going to flag finally. Well, there was a trick. He could try rook c8 check, and if rook c7, it's a draw, because you take the rook, and either way you take back, it's a stalemate. So he could have tried rook c8 check. Okay, so we're playing a FIDE master. Let's play some e4. We've already played a couple d4 games, so let's go e4 this time. And see what this guy's got for us. Okay, Sicilians are usually fun. Let's see what he wants to play. Maybe a dragon. Ah, Najdorf. Alright, let's play bishop g5. Okay. It's the main line. 5. I think knight f5 is the move. I forget the theory often in this line. I think we can trade in castle. Yeah. Our knight wants to go to d5 at some point, and I think we want to play g4 at some point. This guy's from Israel. Okay, yeah, I think g4, because sometimes we want to fiend Keto the bishop, put it out on g2. And g4 also helps support the knight on f5. I think we can just play bishop g2 here. he goes g6, then I think we play knight e3, and then stick a knight on d5. If bishop b4, in some positions with bishop b4 you can grab the g7 pawn, and in some you're just supposed to play knight d5. Sometimes I forget which or which, but I think feels like after g4 we should probably be able to take. All right, anyway, bishop c4 was played. So then, how should we play here? I guess queen f3 makes sense. He can take on a2 maybe, because knight takes gives up checkmate, but I don't know that that a2 pawn is really any prize. We might just play h4, g5, some aggressive plan. b5. So his idea is clear. He wants to play b4. So okay, let's play rook d2, preparing knight d5, since c2 will be guarded. Queen a5, okay. So it seems like he wants to take a2 with the queen. But I wonder, knight d6 check, we can force him. This move makes a lot of sense. Let's go for it. We're making him give up his dark square bishop. And our rook on d6 is very active. We can think about sacking on f6. Because see, here he's not mating us, so if we sack on f6, let's blitz, you know, let's try it. Although wait, maybe if we sack on f6, he can just take on c3. That might not be good for us. So, okay, I guess knight d5 makes the most sense. He doesn't have a c2 threat anymore, so this is fine. He can take on a2, but I'm still not really even sure what he's doing. What if we sacrifice right now? Because our rook on h1 is protected, so I don't really fear queen a1. So I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here. He could play b3 maybe. b3. But b3 we play rook c6. If we play rook c6 and cut out his rook, then he doesn't have an attack. So I think he has to take our rook. And then we're going to take, and we're going to have threats. It's going to be threat city. Alright, so if we want to attack his king, we have to capture this guy, don't we? So we're threatening a perpetual, but of course we're not interested in that. We want bigger, we want to fry bigger fish. Bishop e4 is a very powerful mate threat on the way. So what can he do here? It feels like white's in control in this position. Maybe queen c4. Queen c4 it threatens mate and it prevents bishop. He played it. That's kind of annoying. So basically he's conceding the draw. Well, we can always start by checking him because, okay, see now we can get our queen here and then we'll play bishop e4. Yeah, or even we could take on e5. There's a lot to think about here. Well, let's start with bishop e4. I mean, that just completely defends everything. Now we have all these threats. This looks like it has to be lost for him. But we got to figure out how. I'd like to play rook f1 and bring our rook in the game and create all these new threats. But rook f1, what would he play? Maybe rook c7, d6. Because we could also take on e5 to start out. Alright, let's play rook f1. I'm going to trust my intuition a little bit here. In blitz, there's not always time to calculate everything. So we're keeping, well, here we can play d6. This looks over. Looks like he has to be lost here. Yeah, queen a7. See, he wants queen e3 check sometimes. But there are a lot of ways for us to win here. Alright, this is the one I'm looking at right now, so if queen e3 can be won, and then he has to deal with all these threats. Just clean the pawn, let's win it. Oh, miss mate. Okay, we can come back around. Queen f6, queen f7, mate. Okay, that was a pretty smooth game. Here, let's take a look at Yuzhny Quesada. We haven't seen him play yet. Seems like here, White has big strategic compensation for the exchange. Seems like White's probably pressing here. They're both pretty low on time. Yeah, I'd say definitely White is pressing here. Because Black's king side is so bad. Nah, I don't believe in this for Black. White can trade queens anytime he wants. Yeah, he's trading queens right here. So I'm not sure if Black's going to have enough to draw this or not. White just has such great pieces. But here, yeah, the bishop has to... So that he can take another pawn. He can take on f7. That could be risky, though, because then he opens... After trading rooks, he opens himself up to a like rook a1, bishop a6 idea, which would win for Black. So actually, White has to be very careful. Wow, he flagged. Unbelievable. White flagged here. I mean, White was still doing very well in this position. B5 is very solid. Like, if B5, then there's no bishop a6 idea. So, like, after playing B5, like, White would never lose that position. Oh, okay, I have an idea. Knight takes f7 check, king g7, knight d6, and then if rook a1 check, bishop f1, bishop a6, b5, because the knight on a6 supports b5, and then the bishop's trapped and White wins. So I think after knight d6, knight f7, knight d6, White has very good winning chances there. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Oh, let's watch Petrosian. I haven't watched him too much. Oh, he already won. Wow. He made it this IM. I think I saw Kamsky was playing. Wow, Kamsky's fighting for a draw and not getting it against a FIDE master. He's completely lost. That's crazy. Maybe blitz isn't Kamsky's forte. Rook c1. What? He could have played rook c1. Now this might be a draw. That is unreal. I think this is a draw. The pawn is too far. That is crazy. Yeah, it's a dead draw. This is unbelievable. Look at the move that was missed after rook h1 check. Rook c1. Block. Don't lose your queen. Always easier when you're not playing, trust me. It's the kind of thing I might miss in one of my own games. Oh, let's see how Quinn's doing. Quinn's playing against Sochko, and he won. Oh my goodness. This is Quinn Krieger. He plays. He lives in Southern California, so I know him. He goes to school at Texas Tech. He beat Sochko with black. That's unbelievable. In French. Wow, look at the g5, h5. Very dangerous plan. Wow, apparently Quinn has 5 out of 5. That's amazing. He won this position against against Sochko. Played very solid for black. I mean, it seems like white was pressing. I mean, white was definitely pressing. How did white lose this position? He must have... Was the sacrifice really strong? Somehow. Somehow white's position collapsed. It's quite amazing. Yeah, I mean, white was definitely winning this game, but his, yeah, the position collapsed. Wow, very impressive. Good for Quinn. Alright, next round should start. Alright, oh, we're playing Nuki! Definitely played this guy before. I think if I remember well in Blitz, I've had some success against him playing, pretty solid. So, okay, I'm not going to play Dragon this time. I'm actually going to play solid for real. Queen's Gambit declined. Let's try it. Alright, I guess now we can play this. Let's see which line he plays here. Queen c2. So then here the main move is a6. Alright, now he played a4. Alright, now I remember the plan here. What we want to do is actually trade off the bishop for their knight. So, okay, let's do it. And then I think c6 and play this kind of structure, although we don't have to play c6 here. We can play it next move. The plan is just to play solid, because this guy is a go-getter. He's definitely gonna, try to press. So we want to just play a solid position. Yeah, actually, was a little bit worried about that move. Alright, let's play here. a5 puts us under a lot of tension. Okay, maybe sometimes we can break the position with e5. Let's try that. Alright, so how to play this position. How do we feel about him taking on c6? I guess that would be kind of a downer, wouldn't it? So do we want to play knight c5 first? Seems like this position's not bad for black, but we have to be precise. Maybe he can play b4, then I guess we go d4. But then he goes, or e4, but then he goes knight d4. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Here I was thinking we would just play rook c8. Unless we want to play e4. And sacrifice a pawn. But I don't think I like that position too much. Alright, let's play here. Yep, I thought that would be coming. Now where do we want to go? Okay, I guess here. We're going to be hitting the b4 pawn, so we shouldn't be losing a pawn on e5. He has to be a little bit careful about his b4 pawn. We're under some strategic pressure, though, here, that's for sure. Because this guy's a very accurate player. I don't think he's going to trade rooks, but just in case, we'll pre-move that. So b7 is a real target. How do we want to play this position? e5 is hanging. Alright, let's trade a pair of rooks and bring our knight to c6 and try to hold the position that way. one of those positions, like, it's definitely not good for black, but it's unclear if white really has enough, to do much. Because white's not up material. He just has that kind of nagging pull. So, okay, how do we improve our position from here? What does he want? He wants to go knight c5 and put pressure on us. So what would help? Maybe if we can kind of get our queen in his position. So the plan is if he goes knight c5 to try to play queen d2 and be on his rook and his b4 pawn. So we're making it so that he has to continue to improve his position. Looks like we're maybe getting some counterplay here. Alright, so he's using his rook to guard his pawn. And now he's threatening some stuff. So maybe bishop e7, so that our bishop will be more relevant. I've beaten this guy before. I know I can do it again. I respect Nuki, but I'm not scared of him. I've beaten him plenty of times. Alright, we'll take here and then take on b4. It might be... I'm not sure that he has enough to win this. Okay, I mean, this feels pretty drawish. I mean, I know he's going to try to win because that's his style, but I don't think he's going to be able to win this position. We don't have enough weaknesses. We'll just keep our bishop where it guards our pawn. Alright, so he's trying to put some pressure on f7. That's his strategy. What should we do? Well, he's got a ways to go if he wants to pressure f7. So maybe just g6, so that creates more weaknesses. Should be the plan. Alright, let's play here to keep some pressure on his queen, so that like his queen has to stay with his rook. Make it a little bit hard for him to coordinate his pieces. If we can kind of untangle and make it a really simple position, then we never, then we never should lose this position. So how do we want to make Luft? I'd say this way. One problem is it's hard for us to get our bishop back in the game. So he's trying to solve the problem of his rook. But now we can try to put him under some pressure. We don't want to waste time though. Challenge him to a queen trade. We don't have a lot of moves. That's not really a good thing. take. Is this lost? I'm going to be really pissed if this is lost. I don't think it is. No, I think it's a draw. Maybe it is lost. Shoot. The queen would check. I guess it's not lost. Okay, draw. Huh, the pawn ending got scary. But I guess it has to be a draw. Okay, it's an interesting game. Let's see how Julian Landau is doing. Oh my gosh, I'd say he's doing pretty well. He's winning by like half a chessboard. I know Julian Landau from Southern California. We play some of the same tournaments. Well, he just crushed this Russian FIDE master. Oh, let's see. Is Nicky Kiewra playing? No, he's not still playing. Alright, only one game left. It's a women's grandmaster playing for black. This could be a long end game, but it's also a very drawish end game. No, I guess it won't be long because black's going to have to sacrifice a piece, I think. Oh, okay, I guess not. They'll probably play it the full 50 moves then, why not? Nothing for black to lose. There's not much to say about this ending though, it's a very, very dead draw. Alright, so let's start thinking about the next game. Hopefully I should get white. I think we'll play e4 again. That worked out well last time. I think we'll probably play against a grandmaster. Okay, please agree to a draw. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Thank you. Alright, we're playing an IM. Alright, let's play e4. Russian I am. A little bit lower rated. Alright, Kiewra. Actually, I was just playing this line in a tournament game. I didn't play it too well there, so let me try to play a little bit better here. Oh, some internet problem. What's going on? Let's refresh this. Oh, shoot. Well, maybe it was his internet. There might have been some server glitch. Yeah, this was the position I just had, and I played it with d4. So let's try this. Knight d7. Alright, let's put the bishop in d3. Seems to make the most sense. And probably castle. Alright, I guess I'll just go c3 and try to prove that the two bishops are worth something here. White gets the d5, or black gets the d5 square for the knight, which is pretty annoying, but what can you do? My plan is just to bring the rook into the game. Okay, I'll just bring the bishop back here. I mean, d2 really wasn't any kind of square for the bishop. I just wanted to get it out of there so I could put the rook on d1. So I think the bishop is pretty reasonable on c1 since it's not impeding any kind of development. Alright, let's put this guy on c2. c2 or b1? I guess b1. And then maybe next I'll bring a rook into the game with rook d3. Maybe try a rook lift. How should I handle this? I guess bishop e3 should be pretty reasonable. I don't feel like I'm playing a great strategic game right now, though. I kind of let black take space on the queen side. Okay, he's playing prophylaxis, g6, trying to secure the king side. I'll play queen c2, partly just to keep watch on his a pawn, so that like in certain positions maybe I can trade the rooks and win his a pawn. Okay, let's stick with bishop here. Take with the rook. Well, I saw that, but I wasn't too worried. Maybe rook h4. I don't know if we can ever get a kingside attack here or not. Doesn't seem likely, but never hurts to dream. Well, I actually want to move this pawn up anyway. So let's do this. And try to kick his pieces around a little bit. No, he's trying to kick our pieces around. That's not very nice. C3 is going to be a real heel. So okay, maybe rook c4. This is trouble, though. Don't know that it's possible here for us to save material, because he wants to trade and play. Oh no, wait, he can't trade and play rook c8. I'm hallucinating. Okay, so let's get our queen out of there so that there's no shenanigans with taking on b4. That's interesting. So he really wants to pressure c3, but let's see. Maybe bishop d2 makes sense. Although then we're in the line of fire from his other rook. Let's see. Wait, what if we trade rooks and play c4 and then knight takes b4, bishop d2? I think we're going to have some counterplay there. Oh, he's hitting a rook. I missed that. Crap. Oh, this guy's really outplayed us positionally this game. This has been a really bad positional game. Play this position. Alright, so we're just gonna try this. This looks pretty bad though. I have to play some defense. I'm just trying to get rid of that annoying a3 pawn because it's so powerful. Okay, if it takes rook e2, is it that bad? We win the pawn, right? So this isn't the worst thing that could have happened. Because we have bishop versus knight, pawns on both sides of the board, so can we play this way? Try to unravel. Seems like a chance for a draw here. Not guaranteeing anything, but it seems like the chances are there. He's going to have to be a good technician if he wants to pull this one out. He might be, though. Interesting. So he's playing against our bishop. Where do we want our bishop? I guess this is okay. I don't think he has any killer discoveries. Oh, he might, and I do one. Alright, fine. Go here. Okay. Gotta make our bishop better. And put some pressure on his b6 pawn. Let's check. This is bad. Okay, if we win this... Okay, this is winning. Now how are we going to win it? Wait, how do we win this? We don't have enough squares. This is crazy. I guess we're gonna have to do this. This is insane. Okay, no checks, so we can improve our position now. Gain some time at least. Finally won. I cannot believe it. What a game. What a game. Cannot believe I pulled that out. Oh my gosh, well, no time to celebrate. You know, E4's been working. Let's do it again. Let's see what we're up against. Wow, what a game that last one was. Well, right now it seems like we're up against an opponent who's not here. But okay, there we go. So E5. Alright, let's play a little 4 knights. D3. This is pretty typical. Alright. Not sure if that's the best square for the bishop or not. Let's keep him out at G4. Alright, so his plan is to trade the bishops. I guess we'll let him do that. We'll just keep our bishop on B3 and let him take it. If he wants to do that. Now, normally you take with A, but I'm actually going to take with C because I don't want to give him that imbalance for an outside pass pawn. So I think the strategy I want to use here is actually to play like a pretty equal position and try to make him prove something. So let's preserve that bishop. It's a pretty good bishop. And then we want to guard E4 and try to play for D4. I'll try to play against the opponent's ideas, because that's always the idea for black when black plays E5, is to see what white wants to do and try to play against his ideas. So let's try to do the same thing. Let's try to play against our opponent's ideas. So sometimes here we want to play D4. Also, I might just want to go A4, A5 and take some space. I mean, the nature of E4, E5 is just equality, so not much to do about that. Let's take a little space over here. Maybe it'll help us later. Alright, take a little more space. Let's see what he does. Okay, now, why can't we take on E5? I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, well, I mean, I guess he gets his pawn back, but not more. So let's think about how we want to play this. Seems like the best is just to put the knight on F3, probably. I mean, the position is open, so I think now we just want to bring our rooks to the files. Okay, so this move has to be right. And try to put him under a little bit of pressure. Okay, how do we want to play this? Okay, maybe bishop d4 should be fine. Just open our rook on his queen. Okay, now I thought about that. For one thing, I think we could take on c5. He can't take with a knight, so he has to take with the queen, and then we take on e4. I don't think we can be worse there. Then he'll get back his pawn on c3, and we'll see what's happening. One thing that could be slightly advantageous for us is that our back rank is solid, whereas his is weak. So maybe we can try to capitalize on that somehow. Let's Rooks are ready to come in. What should be the best way to play this position? I guess let's go to this endgame. We gotta play King F1 first so that he doesn't fork us, and then we're ready to play Rook C1. He still has a little, this basically should be equal. We're kind of fighting for, kind of playing for a draw. Okay. Can we move up somewhere on the C file? His knight is very solid there. Alright, let's just go here. Rook's not doing much on the C file, so I want to try to get it into D7. If he goes King E7, then I guess we'll just play Rook E5 and trade rooks. Okay. Alright, we have a little more space on the queen side, and our king's a little more active, so I actually prefer our position a little bit here. It still feels very equal, but I think I prefer us a little bit. Can we get greedy now and play knight G5? We might get our knight trapped. Well, plus he would have knight D4, so okay, we definitely play this first and then see what he plays. Alright, so he stopped us. So now, do we want to offer a trade of knights, or do we want to just go in with our king? Yes, we just go with the king. I don't think we want the endgame now, so okay, let's play B4 and solidify our pawns. Oh, we gotta be careful though, don't we? Because his knight's getting to E4, and that's very dangerous for us. Shoot. So if we go King D4, King B5, King D5, knight moves. Alright, let's race it, I guess. This is just going to be an all-out race. Well, should be fun. See what happens, kind of like the last game. Getting low on time again. I try to stop his pawn. King B4, I think it might be a repetition. I can't imagine him not playing King B4. Okay, he didn't. Wow. Maybe we can play this for a win, though. I don't know. We have a lot of pawns. Hard to imagine this being losing. Seems like a draw. Play King C4, come on. Oh, he stopped our pawn. Alright, so now we have to play for this. We have to keep threatening H7. We'll go King G6 next move. Threatening knight f7. We'll just keep the threat of knight f7 alive. This has to be a draw. Because his queen can't get any closer. Okay, I'm confused. Oh, queen f6, but that's not winning for him. Okay. Had to fight for that one, but it's a very interesting draw. Pawn race with pawns on both sides of the board in the knight endgame. Wow, I need to catch my breath. I've had a couple of crazy last games. Here, I'll let you guys watch Norwitz while I just fade out a little bit. Oh my goodness. I think this is winning for black. How many more rounds are there? He's going to try some rook h8 idea. Okay, but he can't queen yet. Yakov's making this a little bit tricky. Nah, it's over. Rook a1, but not enough. It's over now. Alright. Next round? Okay, so it's round 8 that's about to start. Alright, I'm playing a FIDE master. Let's give it all we got. Another Russian. Alright, alright, King's Indian. Oh, maybe London. Alright, I think I'll try this ready setup with like b6 and c5. a5 is usually the right idea. You don't want to let white get too much space over there. I play these positions myself with white, so I know a little bit about these positions. I think the main point, actually I heard this move is kind of hard to play against, so let me try it. If it's hard to play against for them, that's a good sign for us. I'm not really sure what his knight's doing on b5. Alright, I guess let's play e5. Okay, let's use that e-file. I guess his knight's actually pretty good on b5. Seems like a pretty good plan that he used. Keep some fight in the position. Not sure what should be our plan here. That's why the London system's good for blitz. It's easy to play. Alright, I'm going to move this and then probably go like c6 and d5, something like that. c6, and then maybe our bishop will go on a6. I don't know. He'll probably go knight c3 and trade a pair of knights. Then if we take, he takes with a pawn and opens up. Oh, knight a3. This guy really wants to keep pieces on the board. Alright, I'm going to play bishop a6 first, so that maybe our bishop can have some pressure on that diagonal. Because my main idea is to play d5. So I'll even go rook c8 first. And then I'll try to play d5 and bolster everything in. Okay, well this seems like a good time to play d5. If he takes, then we can take back and hit his queen. Okay, I'll take with the knight. I like our knight there. If he plays f3 and makes weaknesses, then all the better for us. We'll play knight d6 in that position. This is comfortable for black. This f2 pawn could be a little tender too sometimes. I don't mind playing f5. Maybe he thinks it's a weakness, but I really don't mind playing it. What's the best plan here? Let's just improve the position little by little. Try to squeeze slowly. Okay, move makes sense. He's hitting b6. You always have to watch out for that London bishop on h2. Not play rook b8 in these kinds of positions. Well, this is annoying. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and trade off this bishop though. So, I'm not happy with this though because I let him have some value for that lousy knight on a3. Alright. Knight d2 we can play because of the back rank. Yeah. Interesting move. He could trade on e8, and if we take with the rook, then I think he could play bishop c6. Although in that position we play queen e6, and he can't take a rook, and we're threatening queen e1 mate. So he would have to make some... Okay, anyway, it's a moot point. What should we do here? He's pressuring our knight because he wants to take on c4. This is trouble. Trouble for us. Maybe we have to play bishop h6, but it's pretty ugly. Well, I guess we could always just move our knight. We could play knight e4, but then what are we down? A pawn? So that's kind of depressing. Okay, let's think here. Is it worth it to try to play bishop h6? Alright, let's go for it. He can sacrifice and then bishop c4, king g7, bishop e5, but then we play... Alright, so he played bishop e5 first. Then I think we should go queen d5 and cement everything in. The point is that now c4 is guarded. f4, I'm thinking he should play. Then I don't know if we play queen e4 or knight e4, but somehow our position's not adding up. Maybe I should have sacrificed last move on e5. That might have been the best time for that. Well, I guess if he plays f4, I'll sacrifice, because then either way we'll get one pawn with our bishop. So, okay, if he plays f4, we'll sacrifice. He's got to play fast now. No, he plays f4, we sacrifice, but he takes a rook. That's the problem. Oh, well, because he just played queen b7. Okay, I missed that. So, okay, let's go here. I want to try to play rook d7. Okay. Oh, he sacrificed. Oh, it's not even a sacrifice. Alright, we have to take here. No, I shouldn't play that. Okay, what do we do? Should be okay here. We gotta play fast. We lost. This was bad. Very bad finish, because we were doing fine and just got out blitzed. That's terrible. So against a very beatable opponent too. And king f8 was bad. Bishop c... Oh. No, we played king f8 here. That was stupid. Maybe just take on b2 here. King h... Yeah, king h8. Let's play king h8. White might be a little bit better because his king's a little bit safer, but it's not a position we need to lose. That was just sloppiness. Alright, 2 more rounds. Who's playing? Alright, let's keep an eye on Michael. Oh, he already won. Good for him. Who else we got? Okay, let's take a look at the top game. Time scramble. Black's pushing to try to win. Is that a 3-fold repetition? It feels like it should be a draw, this position. Yeah, king b6. Oh, interesting. He gave him a problem with his pieces. Maybe black wins now. Yeah, black should. Oh, maybe not. He's got that pawn. Wow, this is crazy. Feels like black wins. Yep. Nicely done. Alright, 2 games left. Oh, this is, I played this guy. This is Dominguez. Oh, this FIDE Master got a position with Rook and Knight versus Rook against Dominguez. That's impressive. Some people are accusing him of cheating. Well, I will say that cheating in this tournament has been absolutely rampant. So it would not be a shock to me if someone was cheating here. Even a lot of GMs have been disqualified from this tournament for cheating, which is too bad. I think just their mentality is because that, like, if they don't, it's so hard to win a prize in this tournament, and a lot of professional players feel like if they don't win a prize, it's just a waste of their time. So, but chess.com software is very good. Like, a lot of cheaters have been caught, and a lot of GMs who have cheated on here have been caught and disqualified from tournaments. So chess.com has done a great job of catching cheaters, both in Title Tuesday and in the Pro Chess League. It was unfortunate that during the regular season of the Pro Chess League, not 1 week went by where someone wasn't caught cheating. Alright, so they agreed to a draw, and so we are about to start round 9. Oh, nope, there's one more game. Oh my gosh, what the heck? This is not an end game you see every day, but Queen C1! No! White messed up this one. He's lost now. Wow, what a mistake. You need to go King G2. Alright, well, we're on to round 9. Well, Indian Lad, I've played this guy before. He's a pretty good GM. Alright. D4 it is. Alright, let's do London system. Interesting. I guess he wants to play for E5. Yeah, I guess he really wants to play for E5. It's kind of like a reverse, what do they call this opening? I don't even remember, my brain's kind of fried right now. Verisov, I think. So do we want to play C3, C4? C3 seems solid. Alright. This is where we kind of ask Black, yeah, you're making a lot of aggressive moves, but are you actually accomplishing anything? He does want to play E5, doesn't he? So maybe we shouldn't play that. Alright, let's play him. That's true, we kind of took that square from our own knight. Alright, let's fall back. Again, we're kind of lagging in development, but we're asking Black, you know, are you really doing anything with all these wacky moves? Alright, G3. Sacrificing a pawn, but he's created a weakness on E3. Alright, let's go after his pawn on H5 with check. I guess he doesn't care much about that pawn either. I think our plan should be the castle long, so let's go. He's going to play a 4. Alright, let's go here so that if he takes on D4, we can take back with check. And then our plan will be to castle long and prove that we're winning because we have more pawns than he does. Alright, so he's trying to make it kind of hard for us to castle long. Now what if we pushed E4? Is there anything in that? You know, let's try it. Guess both our kings are in the center, right? Oh, we just dropped a piece? That's great. I didn't see that. Ah, stupid. That was pretty awful. Maybe we have some compensation. 2 pawns plus his king is open. But I would say, unfortunately, we don't have much compensation. Try to create some targets. I'm hoping, like, if e4, knight d4, we can at least get him to trade off his bishop and then play rook f1 and g4, and, you know, we have some chance. Rook f1's coming really soon. Well, here I guess we just play g4, yeah. Try to open him up a little bit. Oh, I missed that move too. But okay, at least here he's going to be a little underdeveloped. But man, so many close, tough blitz games earlier in this tournament. My poor form is starting to show. Seem to be getting a little fatigued. And playing this game's just been a complete slop fest. Yet still, it's not over. We got to try to loosen up his position. Alright, our king is just no good there. If we want to do anything, we gotta have a safer king. Alright. Solidify here. Oh, I guess he's going to unsolidify us. Alright, well he's got a lot of loose pawns, so let's start taking some. The more pawns we get off the board, like, the harder it is for us to lose, so that's kind of a good goal for us. Why did he take with a knight? He has knight d6. We can pin, but then, yeah, I guess pin. Ah, but then he pins. Yeah, this guy just got the better of us tactically. That's his style too, I knew that because I've played him before. This was very bad for black, the way he played. We were doing better in this game. Just played too sloppy. I mean, this e4 was just a blunder. I mean, okay, if we just play g4, if we play bishop g4, I mean, how can white not be better here? Black just doesn't have enough compensation. Yeah, this is just complete sloppiness. Alright, let's see. Who can we watch? What's Quinn up to? He's playing black against this Ukrainian GM. Oh, this is a crazy position. This looks, I don't know, maybe better for black. Yeah, it's definitely better for black. Man, Quinn's an amazing blitz player. He always rocks these Title Tuesdays. Yeah, this looks just terrible for white. I mean, he's down material and his king's under attack. Just queen takes e5 here is possible. Because like if bishop d4, then just queen e4. Some kind of pin on the bishop. So he could just win the pawn, or maybe there's ways of continuing to pressure the king. Oh, well, I guess you could also play rook takes g2. I'm not sure that I see why it works after king h2. King h1 is immediate mate, but what if king h2? See, there's no queen f4, so I don't know. Okay, queen g5 is the idea. This looks winning, I mean, unless there's like queen c2 check followed by f4. Oh no, but then queen h4 is mate. So, yeah, this looks winning. I mean, it looks just resignable for white. Yeah, there's no defense here. Wow, nice job, Quinn. He's doing great. 7.5 out of 9? He might be one of the leaders. Alright, let's see, Michael. He's playing this guy, biostatistician. Seems pretty drawish, this endgame. Unless white can press somewhere, but seems like black has a fortress. They're both very low on time, though. Oh, Michael found some counterplay. Wow. G5. It's intense. Queen c3, I guess. Oh no, I think white blundered. This does not look good for white now. Queen c2, maybe. No, queen c6. And you have to block queen e4, and then... Yeah, he's done. Wow. Nice job, Michael. Way to pull that one out. Michael is so good in the clutch. I've played a lot of blitz with him, like 3+2, and our games, they always come down to us both having less than 10 seconds. But when that happens, like you know, I just start to panic, and he just stays calm, and he usually beats me in those situations because he just plays so well without time on his clock. Let's take a look at Nicky Rosenthal, see how he's doing. Crazy night endgame. Feels like maybe black is winning. Because then he's going to make a pass pawn on g. Oh, but white's going to make a queen, and black's going to make a queen. No, this is winning for black. Because with the knight, it's too easy to hide the king. Yeah, this is winning for black. Now he's just got to bring his king in, and then it's over. Yep, knight makes a nice block. Just king e4, no checks. Yep, nice game. Let's see this top game. So Sochko playing white. Who's this GM? Enriquez. I haven't actually heard of him, but he just won. He just won against Sochko, which is impressive. Alright, so we have one more round to go, and I'm actually supposed to start a lesson pretty soon. I might have to move that back just a little bit. But I want to see if I can cap this tournament well, because I played some good chess this tournament. Some kind of close and disappointing losses, but that last game was just bad, though. Like, that was just a poor effort. There was really no reason to lose like that, so I want to try to end on a better note. One more round. Oh, this is Alexandra Kostenyuk trying to win this with black. And she just did. Nicely done. Alright. Time for that last round to start. Here we go. Yay, I'm number 51. Oh, what? Tournament's finished? Oh, never mind. I thought there was one more round. Alright, well, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun doing this streaming. Hope you enjoyed the commentary and found it useful. And hope we'll see you back here again on the San Diego Surfers channel.